If you're just starting out in electronics and you're a little bit new to things like Ohm's Law, let's go over how you figure out problems, how you isolate variables. So we start off with voltage equals I times R. If I'm given voltage and I'm given resistance, I need to figure out what the current is. And if I don't have it, what do? Well, I have to take this I and I have to isolate it. How do you do that? Well, you divide both sides by the variable that you know. In this case, R. And you divide by R here and by R here on both sides of the equation. What does that do? That cancels out this guy, and now I is isolated, which is what you wanted. And if you have these two quantities, voltage and resistance, now you can figure out I. How about an example? All right. If V equals I times R, and you know that R, let's move this over a bit, and you know that R is 5 ohms, and V is 10 volts, well, you divide both sides by R, and now you have V equals V over R equals I. Now, substitute. V, 10 volts, over R, 5 ohms, equals I. 10 over 5 becomes 2. V over ohms becomes amps. And that's how you do it. Let's do one more. This time, let's say we are given current equals 2 amps and voltage equals 10 volts. So we have to figure out R. R equals what? We don't know. Well, we know that V equals I times R. We know voltage, it's given. We know current, it's given. We need to know R. So we divide both sides by I, cancels here, isolating R. But we have to divide by the other side by I also. So now what does this give us? This gives us V over I equals R. Now, let's substitute. V is 10, I 10 volts, I is 2 amps, 10 over 2 evaluates to 5, voltage over amps evaluates to ohms. So, resistance equals 5 ohms. The whole point of this exercise is when you have V equals I times R, and you know this, and you know this, but you don't know this, the I divide by R. That cancels them here. You have to do it on the other side also, but it cancels them here, isolating your target variable. And then you can figure out by substituting. And basically, that's all I want to talk with you about today. This is George Bull saying bye-bye.